This is 10.5 multiplying radicals day 2. Learning target multiplying radicals, we've done that already. But let's start off with a little math review. It's important that you know how to simplify. So let's start off with a little math review. Try yourself first. So 36, let's break this 36 down. I'm going to break it down to, 6 times 6. I could continue breaking these 6 down to 2 and 3. So we're done with those. So I have, and I'm taking a shortcut. Put my 2's together, put my 3's together with the squares. Square root cancels square. So I'm left with a 2 times 3. So that is equal to 6. So we can simplify the square root of 36 to be 6. The next one. There's a number outside here. We're going to ignore that number for right now. Let's focus on the 28. The 28, we can say 4 times 7. 4 is 2 times 2. So we can rewrite the 28 as 2 squared and a 7. I'm going to give them each their own square root to start. Square root cancels square. So I'm going to multiply these two numbers together. Gives you a 4. And then the square root of 7, nothing happens, so it stays there. Next one, do the same thing. We're going to ignore that number in the front. I have a 12. Break that down to 4 and 3. Break that 4 down to 2 and 2. So instead of radical 12, I'm going to write, I have 2 of these. So I'm going to write 2 squared and 3. Again, 2 squared is here. This 3 is here. Square root and square cancels. So I have a negative 3 times just a regular 2. That gives you negative 6. Nothing happens to this radical 3 over here. So that just comes down. Again, this is simplifying. This is what we've been doing all last week. Fourth one. This one has a letter in there. Treat letters just the same way as you would treat a number. You could think about x to the third power. This means that there are 3 x's being multiplied together. So I have x squared. Again, I'm breaking them into pairs of 2's because square root and squares cancel. So that's what I got. Again, square root, square cancels. So I have an x outside, inside. I have a 7 and an x. Came from here, came from there. And then the last one, first thing you should notice is that there's a little 3 out there. Okay, that's different from if there was a big 3 in the front. That little 3 means that now we're looking for groups of 3. So let's focus on the 16 first. 16 is 4 times 4. I'm going to break 4 down to 2 and 2. 2 and 2. X to the 7th mean that there are 7 x's. And again, this 3 means I want them in groups of 3's. So I have 3 2's there. So I'm going to write 2 to the third power and left over 2. I have one group of x to the third, or one group of 3 x's. So I'm going to write x to the third power. I have another group there, x to the third power. And then the last one, there is no group, so it stays by itself. Same thing with this extra 2. That's this 2. So cancel. So I have a 2 here. This one cannot cancel because there's a 3 outside and there's nothing inside. These ones cancel, so I have 2 x's. And then left over this one, this one. So your answer is 2x to the second power and then 2x on the inside with that little 3 up there. Okay. Again, this is what we did last week. This is a review of simplifying radicals. It's essential that you know how to do this. It makes the assignment so much easier.